Hi everyone, I'm Justin Karras with Educational Retirement Advisors.
And I'm Terry Mulhern.
Welcome to another series in the Risks in Retirement. Today we'll be covering one of the major risks and I think a topic on everybody's mind as they get closer to retirement, and that's long-term care. Terry's going to take us through why long-term care is an important risk to think about, and maybe some potential blockers to put in place to cover that risk.
Yeah, this is part one of a 5-part series of the 5 financial risks in retirement. And long-term care is the first one we're going to cover today. So one of the reasons that we think long-term care is important to put a blocker into your portfolio is because it happens later in life as you've already paid down part of your portfolio. And long-term care can be relatively expensive. The chart here shows the monthly cost of a private room can range about $8,500 or about $100,000 a year. Even home health care can range from about $4,200 to about $50,000 a year. So planning for that expense ahead of time and having a blocker in place is a key strategy in our retirement planning. The odds of needing long-term care today is about 70% chance. So it's a very likely chance that you'll need long-term care at some point in time. Women need care for about 3.7 years and men on average 2.2. But needing long-term care for 5+ years is not uncommon. So there are a number of ways to put blockers in place for that. I'm going to start on number 3 actually, which is just self-funding. So knowing that long-term care could be in your future, if you have the ability to save additional dollars and put them in a separate long-term care bucket, and not touch them during retirement, you can fund that long-term care through those dollars. Then on the top end, number 1 is having a long-term care insurance policy. So these were very popular back 20 years ago. They were relatively inexpensive. There were 60, 70 carriers who offered them. The issue is what's happened over time that those carriers have really been narrowed down to about a dozen or so. When they priced them 20 years ago, they underestimated the lifespan and they underestimated the increasing cost of long-term care. So because of that, they've become very expensive. 2, it's a use it or lose it type insurance policy. So you pay in a monthly fee. If you don't need long-term care, those dollars are gone. So the other options are hybrid options. So these are solutions that have long-term care built into them. There are 2 of them available to you. One is life insurance with long-term care, or what they call living benefits. So if you buy a life insurance policy that has living benefits, you're going to get access to that death benefit while you're still alive. Usually if one of 3 things happen. 1, if you become terminally ill. 2nd, if you become critically ill. So think stroke, heart attack, cancer. And if that shortens your lifespan, they're going to give you a portion of that death benefit to you while you're still alive. And for us retirement planners, we really like the chronic illness. This is a traditional definition of long-term care, that you get access to that death benefit while you're still alive to cover your long-term care. If you don't need long-term care, that benefit that will go to somebody, your beneficiary, your spouse, or your kids, so those dollars are never wasted. The other one is an annuity with a long-term care rider. So this is where you have some dollars available to invest, but you want to invest them in a way that you get a bonus if you need long-term care. So those products give you the ability to buy an annuity, have fixed monthly payments, but those payments go up if you need long-term care. So those are really your 3 options when trying to put a blocker in place for long-term care.
Thank you so much, Terry. Question, if somebody's thinking about maybe having this risk in their portfolio, 1, how would they find out if they're at risk, and how would they know which solution is right for them?
So it's very individualized based on your overall retirement portfolio.
Okay.
So many folks with a 401k and large sums of money, we sometimes use an annuity for that case, or if they have enough money, we'll put a separate fund aside.
Okay.
My public employees who are going to be on a fixed income
Mm-hmm.
generally are the ones who use the life insurance solution because they're going to be on a fixed income and they don't have that pot to turn to or the additional dollars to purchase an annuity to get there.
Great. Thank you so much for that. Stay tuned. We'll be covering the 4 other risks in retirement in a series of videos coming up. Thanks.